Hello, Crazy Dave here. About to give you my thoughts on the Lethal Weapon show starring Damon Williams, and Clay Crawford. Anyway, it's a good show. It's kind of a serious mixed with humor, mixed, as all buddy cop shows. But it's based off of the movies. If you don't know, spoiler alert, Riggs' wife dies in the films as in the show. So he's just kind of like drunk off his butt cop, just doesn't give a crap. And then he gets transferred to Los Angeles. Then he's kind of like off his rocker a little bit, but in a humorous way, but not in a Mel Gibson portrayal way, not like a completely freaking nut wacko. That's like, come on, man, I'm unfringed all the time. He's a little bit more sane, if that makes any sense. Which I think they needed to go that direction because not everybody can play psycho like Mel Gibson, because I think he's really good at being the psycho role. But it's more of a humorous but serious show at the same time, and the serious in the fact that you got to deal with Martin Riggs' past, and he's got to learn to deal with it. But being that it's a show, you still got the case detective work. Like Murtaugh will notice things that Riggs won't notice, and then Riggs will notice things that Murtaugh won't notice. So they kind of work off each other's chemistry there. There's a scene in the show where these dealers, let's say, because I don't want to make YouTube mad over the policy, kidnap this kid, and Riggs just goes to the house of the lady, and she refuses to answer the door, and he basically sneaks into her house, and she tells him the story that these dealers end up kidnapping her kid, and said if they don't get the product, back, the kid's gonna suffer. So I mean, it's I'm doing this in response to YouTube's BS, policies. I can't cuss or anything of that nature, but oh well. So on. But anyway, he goes to save the kid, and as he's getting his weapons, sorry, I love doing that. As he's getting his weapons, Murtaugh shows up, and he handcuffs Murtaugh to the stove in his trailer. And he goes and gets the kid alone, and Murtaugh shows up, and then all heck breaks loose. But it's got a kind of a good mixture of the movie vibe and the comedy vibe, but it's also got a layer of seriousness to it too. And I think, guessed off of the ratings that around some of the commentaries, some of the comments of how did Lethal Weapon do, I think this one might last. So, I'm gonna watch it. Let me just put it this way. Last year, they had a show called Rush Hour, and it didn't do well. It got canceled after like the first 2 episodes, but thank God this Lethal Weapon, it can have a chance, and it looks like the ratings are good enough, and I'm going to keep watching it. It's like one of those cheesy shows where you don't have to think, it's all there out in front of you. I absolutely am, but it's serious. I can't really explain it all at the same time. It's kind of one of those shows that you got to watch. But anyway, it's a good show. It's not a great show. It's a good show, feel good show. Alright. Love y'all, and this is Crazy Dave signing out.